All right, welcome back. Well, we are now days away from the U.S. defaulting on its debt. The Treasury Department warns that the U.S. will not have enough money to pay existing debts starting on June 1st. So joining us this morning is Joe Cryer with Tidal Flow Trading. Right now, negotiations to raise the debt ceiling have stalled. First off, good morning. We appreciate you joining us, but can you explain why that matters?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. Well, we kind of put a limit on ourselves so that we wouldn't go too far into the hole over time. And this debt limit was designed to make us be more fiscally responsible in our spending. And with pandemics and everything else going on, the US government continues to spend money. As you've even reported just a few minutes ago, we spend more and more, so we have to increase the debt ceiling, and it becomes a political debate along the way.
It certainly does. So really, why has the U.S. been able to raise the debt ceiling in the past? Can you shed some light on that?
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is that the U.S. is the greatest economy on earth. It's the most stable economy on earth. So we're able to create U.S. Treasury bonds, and we can sell them to ourselves. We can sell them to wealthy Chinese. We can sell them to businesses all over the world. And for now, there's an insatiable appetite. So whenever we need more money, we just print up some more Treasury bills and we sell them into the marketplace. And then our total debt goes up kind of out of control, like a U.S. household couldn't get away with, but the federal government can.
So what would it look like for our economy if the debt ceiling is not raised? What would that look like?
Yeah, well, you get into this conversation about defaulting on the debt, and Washington just simply won't do that because 50% of the tools they have in their toolbox revolve around us being able to go into debt as far as we want. We can essentially print money. It's not quite that simple, but if we defaulted on that, then the world would lose confidence in the U.S.'s ability to pay its bills. And right now, the world still trusts us more than any place else on earth, despite, the political jawboning that goes on around these things.
Political indeed. So really, what do we mean when we say the U.S. would default on its debt? Exactly what does that mean in layman's terms?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you have money in a bank, let's say you have money in a money market account, the primary thing they own in those accounts is 3-month Treasury bills. There's other investors that own 6-month Treasury bills and 10-year Treasury bills. And if we didn't pay our interest on that, then all of a sudden things would go haywire because all other rates are based on the U.S. Treasury bill rate, which right now it's a reasonable 3% for short-term Treasury bills. But if the U.S. didn't pay on that, there would be all sorts of bank failures like you've been reporting on the last few months. And it would set in motion chaos that everybody knows won't happen. It's just a matter of how much drama do we have between now and the time they actually raise the debt ceiling.
It is a lot of drama indeed. Joe Cryer, we appreciate your insight as always. Thank you so much and have a great Sunday.
You too. Bye now.